Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. If you are new here, I'm Rebecca, this is Rebecca Reacts and I make reaction videos. So if that sounds like your sort of thing, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you know when I upload. And today I'm going to be reacting to another Sadhguru video. You guys are highly requesting these things, so of course I'm here to listen and film what you want me to watch. And also yesterday, or the day that I'm filming this, but yesterday when you watch this, it's Sadhguru's birthday. So happy birthday, Sadhguru, if you happen to see this video. So yeah, I thought we would honour his birthday by watching a video, and this one is called Can Women Leaders Make the World a More Peaceful Place? I mean, as a woman, I would like to say yes. I don't know how much coverage in terms of on your news over in India that you got about this, but over here we were told how well New Zealand dealt with the global pandemic and how quickly they dealt with it all, and they have a woman prime minister. So I think to answer this question straight away, the answer is yes, because from what I remember, they didn't have any cases for 101 days, I think it was, and they were like instantly cutting off all airplanes coming in and out and everyone had to stay home. And I wish my country did that as well, but my government, that's a whole other story. We're not going down that road. But yeah, so we're going to react to this video and see what Sadhguru has to say on this topic. Oh, she's the Huffington Post woman.
More women leaders, would we have a more peaceful world?
Oh, he is amazing.
I actually think that right now women have a big responsibility to lead a lot of the transformation that's happening around how we define success, how do we define work, because basically the world as it is now has been designed by men and it's not working.
It's true. I would agree.
There are a few good men who are very necessary. But if you think of it, you know, we had the first women's revolution, which was women getting the vote. The second women's revolution, which was led by Betty Friedan in the States and Gloria Steinem, which is basically having access to every job at equal pay, every position at the top of every field. And now I think there is a third women's revolution, which is redefining what success and work are. So instead of simply saying, I want to be at the top with you where you are, just saying, is this really the best way to run a business? Is this the best way to run our world? And women are saying no. Many women are saying we need to actually change the corporate structure in which we are competing, change the political world in which we are competing, not just compete on the terms that men created. And you know what? When these changes happen, and they are happening, men are going to be incredibly grateful.
I hope so.
In the making of life, in the very nature in which we are, there is something called as masculine and feminine. Unfortunately, we have created a world where our idea of success and well-being is overwhelmingly masculine. But I mean, you must understand, I'm not talking about male and female, I'm talking about masculine and feminine. A man is capable of being as feminine as he wishes to be in terms of his thought, in terms of his emotion, when he wishes to be. Similarly, a woman is as capable as a man to be as masculine as she wishes when the situation demands or when such actions are needed. Right now we have created education systems which are purely masculine, which is producing women also whether you like it or not, unfortunately, the idea of success has become masculine. Those who want to be successful, even if they're women, they're becoming like this, which is a serious damage to humanity. If you take away the feminine from the world, everything that's gentle, everything that's beautiful, everything that's aesthetic, everything that is the subtler aspect of life will disappear, and only providing and survival aspect of life will exist. Right now, there is a serious concern about this. See, 25 years ago, in a normal conversation, nobody would think it's worthwhile discussing economy, isn't it? We talked about the weather, we talked about juicy things in the town. We never talked about the economy.
He makes
Today,
the point.
in every conversation, everybody is talking about the economy. Economy means livelihood. Economy means providing. This is purely masculine in nature. I'm not saying women cannot provide, I'm not meaning men and women, I'm talking about masculine and feminine. If you make the society so overwhelmingly masculine, you will obliterate the feminine. In this, everything that's gentle and beautiful will vanish, even in a woman. Because when you set the standards that this is the only way you can succeed, even she will adapt to the situation, which I feel they are adapting, and many women are expressing their masculinity much more stronger and cruder than a man. It is happening. This is distressing because, if I'm allowed to share something from my life, you know, those days when we were growing up, my father is a physician, he is the provider. My mother never earned a rupee in her life, but it was never such a thing that if she does not earn, she's something less. No, she was the most valuable person. As a child, when I look back and see, with all due respect, when I look back and see in the way my life evolved, I could very easily live without my father, but I cannot imagine my life without my mother. She never earned anything, but that's not the point. Where the money came from didn't make a difference, but how it was done in the home was everything. I must tell you the simple things. She did everything in the house, from stitching to embroidering to cooking to everything, because she wouldn't want anybody else to do it for her husband and children. She wants to do it herself. If we travel somewhere, if we have to sleep, if she saw an empty pillowcase, you know, when you travel somewhere else, there's just white pillowcases, she would say, how can children sleep on empty pillowcases? And she would pull out her needle and thread right there. In 5 minutes, she stitched a small little parrot or a flower.
Oh.
This little green parrot, I stared and I slept. It is so deep in my consciousness today, that little green parrot, because that sense of that caring, I think that little green parrot sank so deep into me, and in many ways who I am today is a manifestation of that little green parrot that she stitched on that pillowcase. So, this is feminine. I'm not saying everybody has to embroider, but I am saying that sense of concern is feminine, and this needs to happen. In the system of yoga, when you know, the Hatha yoga is a common word being used everywhere without knowing the meaning generally. Hatha means, Ha means sun, Ta means moon. That means balancing the masculine and the feminine within yourself. Only when these two things are properly balanced within you, you are a full-fledged human being, otherwise you're a lopsided human being. The Adi Yogi, who is the originator of yoga, I know in California you think it's Madonna who did it. Adi Yogi is symbolized as the ultimate symbol of man. And how he is symbolized is, all the images are, one half of him is woman, another half is man. He is the ultimate man, but one half is woman, another half is man, because a true human being is an equal balance between masculine and feminine.
I love
and
that.
in workplaces, I don't see why gender should even be an issue. Why should you always look at somebody as a man or a woman? You can just look at them as a human being,
Yes.
as a piece of life.
Yes. He is so wise and so thought-provoking for everyone who's listening. Like, oh, I said this in another Sadhguru video, I would love to be in the room when he's doing one of his talks. I think it must be such an incredible atmosphere and so powerful to listen to him and his voice. I said it and I'll say it again, he's got such a soothing voice and it's so easy to listen to, so calming, so relaxing, and he just speaks so much truth, and I really hope more people can learn from him because it's so interesting everything he says. And that story about his mum embroidering the little green parrot, oh, that's such a beautiful story, and I completely understand what he means about how people should try to be more masculine and feminine, to be like a whole human, and I think we can all strive to be better and to do both. I think that's a really interesting concept, one that I've never heard of before. I always learn so much from his videos, so I'm so glad I can easily access videos of him talking because they're so interesting and I always learn a lot. So yeah, I really love the idea that you know, if you're masculine and feminine, then you are a whole person, and I think that's amazing and a really interesting concept, and we should all strive to be both. And then right at the very end of this video, he mentioned about how gender shouldn't be an issue in the workplace, and I have experienced gender equality in my workplace. If you don't know, if you're new here, I am a freelancer. I work in the film industry, and I have experienced the gender pay gap. I have experienced sexism, and it's like nothing in a really horrible manner, like don't get me wrong. Every situation where I have experienced some sort of gender inequality, it's never been malicious, it's never been in a horrible way, but I have noticed it, and especially in the industry that I work in, I think it is very much a male dominated place, and that makes it very hard to be a woman in the film industry. And I do feel like that gender pay gap, the gender issues in the workplace is starting to change. I feel like it's still going to take a good few years, but hopefully the change is coming, and hopefully it's going to be a good change. But yeah, a very interesting video from him, and let me know what other Sadhguru videos you want me to react to. If you do have any other videos that you want me to react to, please put the links to them in the comments below, and then I can add it to my very long list of videos to film. And thank you to my producer level patrons, and if you want to become a patron yourself, the link is always in the description below, along with my social media links such as Instagram and Twitter if you want to follow me over there as well. So yeah, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, please do give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. It is free. And if you want to help out, then share this video with friends and family and maybe encourage them to subscribe. They don't have to, but it would be nice. My next goal is 15,000 and we're getting close. So let's see if we can get there together. So thank you for watching, and I will see you very soon for a new video. Bye.